Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. I'm Mark.
And I'm Anya. Today, we're diving into a topic that many people struggle with: why discipline is more important than motivation.
That's right. Most people believe they need to feel motivated every single day to achieve their goals. But the truth is, motivation doesn't last. Discipline does.
Exactly. And in this episode, we'll break down why motivation fades, how discipline works, and give you practical tips to actually build discipline in your life. So if you've ever started something and then quit, this episode is for you.
Let's begin with the basics. Motivation is like a wave of energy. It's when you feel excited to do something. For example, maybe you watch a fitness video on YouTube and you think, yes, I am going to start working out every day.
But here's the problem: motivation depends on your emotions, and emotions change all the time. Some days you wake up feeling inspired, and other days you just feel lazy.
Right. Discipline is different. Discipline is not about feelings. Discipline is about habits and choices. It's about doing the work even when you don't feel like it.
Think of it this way: motivation is like the weather, it changes every day. Discipline is like the climate, it stays steady over time.
Oh, I like that. Great analogy.
Let's talk about why motivation alone isn't enough. Have you ever made a New Year's resolution, Mark?
Oh, so many times. I remember one year I said, this year I'll go jogging every morning. For the first week, I was so motivated, but by the second week, I was already skipping days.
And that's what happens to most people. Motivation feels strong in the beginning, but it doesn't survive long-term challenges. Life gets busy, you get tired, and motivation disappears.
Motivation is like a sugar rush. It gives you energy for a short time, but then you crash. Discipline is like eating healthy food. It gives you steady energy every day.
Exactly. Discipline doesn't depend on how you feel, it's a decision, not an emotion.
Discipline eventually turns into habit. And once something is a habit, it becomes automatic.
Right? Let's take brushing your teeth as an example. Do you feel motivated to brush your teeth every morning?
Not at all. I don't wake up saying, I'm so inspired to brush my teeth today. I just do it. It's automatic.
And that's the beauty of discipline. If you repeat an action long enough, it becomes part of your routine. No motivation needed.
Imagine if exercising, studying, or saving money became automatic, like brushing your teeth. Success would feel effortless.
That's what discipline gives you: the power of automatic habits.
Let's look at some real-world examples. One of my favorites is Kobe Bryant, the legendary basketball player.
Oh, yes, I've heard about his insane training schedule.
Exactly. Kobe didn't rely on motivation to train. He relied on discipline. He would wake up at 4 a.m., practice for hours, then train again later in the day. Even when he was tired, even when he didn't feel like it, he showed up.
And that's what made him one of the greatest players in history.
Another example is writers. People think writers wait for inspiration, but actually successful writers sit down and write every day, whether they feel inspired or not.
That's so true. I remember reading about Stephen King. He writes every single morning, even on his birthday, even on holidays. He doesn't wait for motivation, he just writes.
Same with entrepreneurs. People like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos didn't build companies because they were motivated every day. They had routines, systems, and discipline.
And here's something important: discipline doesn't mean doing something huge every day. It's about small, consistent actions.
Yes, Let's use studying as an example. Imagine two students. One studies 6 hours in one day, once a week. The other studies 30 minutes every day. Who do you think learns more?
Definitely the second one. Because learning needs repetition, not just intensity.
Exactly. Same with fitness. A 15-minute daily walk is better than one big workout once a month.
Discipline is not about extreme effort, it's about steady effort. Small steps every day create massive results over time.
Okay, let's get practical. How can someone actually build discipline?
First, start small. Don't try to change your whole life at once. If you want to start exercising, begin with just 5 or 10 minutes a day.
Yes. Second, remove distractions. If you're studying, put your phone in another room. If you're working, close social media.
Third, accountability. Tell a friend or family member about your goal or write it in a journal. Knowing that someone else knows about your plan keeps you on track.
Fourth, reward yourself for consistency, not just results. If you studied every day this week, celebrate that progress, even if you didn't master everything yet.
And finally, patience. Discipline takes time. You can't build strong habits overnight, but if you stick with it, discipline will become part of who you are.
And the benefits are huge. First, discipline reduces stress. When you're consistent, you don't panic at the last minute.
Yes, like students who study a little every day feel calm before exams, but students who rely only on motivation end up cramming, stressing, and feeling unprepared.
Discipline also builds self-confidence. When you keep promises to yourself, you start to trust yourself.
And that's powerful. Because if you trust yourself, you know you can achieve anything you set your mind to.
Finally, discipline ensures steady progress. Even on days when you don't feel motivated, you're still moving forward.
Motivation is a spark, but discipline is the engine that drives you to success. English learners, listen carefully. This is for you. Many people think, I will study when I feel motivated. But motivation is like the weather. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it rains. You can't control it.
Exactly. But discipline is like the clock. It's always there, steady, reliable. Discipline means you study even when you don't feel like it. That's why discipline is stronger than motivation.
For example, if you want to improve your English, don't just wait until you feel excited. Make a daily habit, maybe 10 minutes every morning, or practice shadowing every night. Even a small routine done every day is more powerful than one big study session once a month.
Yes, because discipline creates results. Motivation only creates feelings. If you depend only on motivation, you will stop when you feel lazy. But if you have discipline, you keep going and your English gets better and better.
My advice is build your study routine like brushing your teeth. You don't need motivation to brush your teeth, you just do it. In the same way, make English learning part of your daily life.
So remember this. Motivation helps you start, but discipline helps you finish. And finishing is what makes you successful in English and in life.
So let's wrap this up. Motivation is great, but it's temporary. Discipline is what truly creates results. Don't wait to feel ready. Start small, stay consistent, and let discipline become your superpower.
Thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe and share it with a friend who needs some discipline in their life.
And remember, discipline will take you further than motivation ever could. See you next time.